Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to VR Master League for the beginning of our North American matchups tonight. We already had the one European game a little earlier on. The debut of Watchin' Weebs versus Alpha Ducks. But in this match, we've got Reboot coming in here versus 18 Under, another one of those newer teams. Debuted last week, I do believe. But ready to roll out here in the first round. It's more than fine. As I hear one of the open comms come through. I wonder if these players are doing open comms. Or maybe someone just didn't realize they had the push to talk off. Either or, Neon takes a disc here for Reboot first off. The launch here for them. Going over to Shake and Bacon Sandwich. So hello everybody in the streams. Welcome to our games. We have several matches tonight. Starting off with this one. We have one directly following this as well. It's going to be Instinct versus Legends. So watch out for that. Lots of good matches. So 5-spotted dog for Reboot, taking the disc, going for the pass to Neon, weaving through a lot of defense, enabling Dipman to get the hook shot right below the goal as he looks up at his artwork from down below. Proud of that shot was Dipman. And yeah, there you go, first couple. So, hello again, everyone in Twitch chat. I see Pause is Bad, U-Bun, Hi Tony, 17th Charge, all hopping in here as 18 and Under does charge out. A Neon gets a intercept, turning into a bounce shot, perhaps into the rebounded hands. Oh, just underneath, in fact, of Shake and Bacon. A Sandwich, one of the newer players to this Reboot roster. He had initially joined the league subs as we go in here for a shot, just off rebounding. Autistic Gamer couldn't find the goal on that one, so rebound to Neon. But yes, so for Shake and Bacon Sandwich, he had just joined the league substitute, week and a half ago. And then within another day, he was already on a team, just getting right back into competitive play here with Reboot. So Reboot does get the clear. We'll be sailing into the bottom of the goal here as the stacks come through. And there is the aforementioned Shake and Bacon, and he's shaken loose for the 2 points. Going up by 4 now on Reboot side.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
So for this 18 and Under roster, again, they're a newer team joining up. We have Autistic Gamer 77. He was actually also a league sub. We saw him sub a few times for a couple different teams. I think Chaos subbed for them twice. We have RLX Phoenix, Mighty Mouse, and Newton. So as Neon comes in here for a 2, and he's doing well for his team so far. Leading the way for a 6-point advantage now. But for this 18 and Under team, we actually just saw them the other day as well, facing off against Mirage, who was another new team that made their debut this week. The first round, super competitive, went to the very end overtime situation. Then, unfortunately, we had some dropouts in round 3 that never returned. So it ended up being a 3v4 in round 2 in that match where Mirage did pull away. But for the time that 18 and under were there, they were looking pretty nice for a new team and well collected. Same with Mirage, really. Now we know for Reboot, they're a team that was newer in the preseason, and they've been here ever since. Had a couple roster changes, but interesting thing there as it goes back into the hands here of Phoenix, and rising from the ashes of that miss, Phoenix gets it. So 6-2, 18 and under now on the board after a few minutes of action.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So 5-spotted dog will roll out for a Reboot, going to the end of the tunnel here to Neon. Up by 4 points and looking really nice in these passes. Now Shaken Bacon getting the pass. The shot just off. Dipman couldn't get the hook that time from the front side, but maybe he'll have another chance at it, and he does from that corner. Just loose and free enough there to get the shot. Had several people in the goalie for 18 and under, but unfortunately none diving out on that one, so just breaking loose was Dipman. So Reboot thus far passes right on the mark and even off a couple of misses getting some rebounds. So 18 and under rolling out on the offense. Over on the right side, there's a gamer with a deep pass that's just cut off by Dipman. Dipman going for that clear, maybe a shot even, but rebounded by Shaken Bacon. He's getting loose for another 3, and another shot for Shaken, assisted by Dipman this time. So 5 points for Shaken Bacon Sandwich thus far.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So about halfway through this first round, 11-2, 18 and under trying to roll out, and that is a mighty tough joust there. Knocking that disc every which direction with a ferocity just about, but we'll go back into the mid lane at least, so see if these teams can contest it, get it, slings it out. There's Newton with a clear, trying to find their stacks maybe if they can. A little short range boost from Mighty Mouse, but retrieved here by Phoenix. Autistic Gamer actually, and now will be up to Mighty Mouse again, has a cross pass, nice one. But a great save from 5-spotted to deny it. That was a good look, but just better instinctual moves on the defensive end, and Neon will try for that. A shot just missing, but 5-spotted dog very consistent on the defense as goalie, getting saves pretty regularly throughout the weeks and the months. Very strong. Up here, looking very strong is Neon again. Now he has some more points. He's up to 4 to go along with some assists. So nice job from Reboot all across the board, really. Looking very solid now on the team play. So 18 and under still have time to work with, under 4 minutes left. It will be, just missed grab, unfortunately, so see if they can get it. Will be just Neon coming through with a breakaway. But he misses it too. What happened there? Just a back-to-back series of unfortunate missed grabs. It looked like Neon trying to go for a slap shot, but just didn't actually get the grab. So that is tough, but I'll be going back to the midline now, and fortunately 18 and under doesn't pay for that mistake. So instead, Autistic Gamer will take, but gets stunned out here. And breaking off is Neon trying to get that disc loose, but a good grab from Newton, stealing that away. Nice pass down below, and then one to the corner just goes off, but getting his own rebound. There he is for Autistic Gamer. 4 points now for 18 and under. Bringing it back a little bit here. Still 3 minutes to spare.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Ubun asking what happened on that last rollout, I assume. It looked like, just a missed grab on the joust for 18 and under. And then an attempted slap. Looks like maybe the controller, the hand had maybe hitched a little bit on the slap attempt. And as a result, just kind of nullify the one mistake with another. So, and 18 and under will take that gladly, as it did result in the goal eventually for them. So now over to the bottom, it will be taken back by Newton. Rolling up here on offense has One player on the cross trying to go back with that two-man game, but Dipman cutting it off pretty well. And then on the other side of the pocket, Gamer will get that. Mighty Mouse now splitting off, looking for some passing lanes. You have Newton over on the bow tie, and you have two down below. So very nice positioning here from 18 and under as they go out for some plays. Just a nice juke through move as Mighty Mouse goes in for the two. Mighty Mouse is someone who definitely impressed in that match earlier in the week between 18 and under and Mirage. Mighty Mouse was just pulling off a lot of good moves, putting on some points, and definitely showing what he is capable of. Player who is new to me, but remember chat was kind of pumping him up too a little bit, saying Mighty Mouse is strong, is mighty. As Neon feeling quite alrighty here because they're ready to take this first round win perhaps. 13-6, about 90 seconds remaining. Still the first round, so we'll see at least another 10 minutes to play soon to come. At the moment, talking about plays, 18 and under starting to make some late game comebacks here. Good stuns, just enables this one-on-one, but couldn't finish that shot, unfortunately. So that's going to be a tough miss on that one as it's cleared out to the other side. There's some stacks coming through for all teams involved. The brief overshoots. We'll get it right back for 18 and under as they go on under the Geo right here. Neon just trying to play the passing lane and now getting a punch and a little launch off of the player. But Reboot does get it back. So 5-spotted dog trying to hit his teammate there with a pass. But going right back now on a turnover to Autistic Gamer and 18 and under. 45 seconds left, still time to at least score again if they can. The positioning pretty good here, but playing the lanes very well on that one-on-one defense actually was Reboot. You can see two different passes kind of cut off. So back to the other side, 30 seconds remaining now. Into Reboot's possession, still a chance, but taken right back. So again, 18 and under, really good strides here to almost get that goal. Mighty Mouse couldn't quite convert, but a nice steal. Unfortunate on the ding, but with a little time remaining, see what these teams can do. We have Dipman coming through with a shot. Oh, but unfortunately missed that as well. So you can see Neon was there, but he kind of threw his hands up just to avoid the temptation to grab it. But on those ones, you know, when you don't get the comms and stuff like that, you know, wasn't sure that was going to go through, and it didn't. But that's okay, because Reboot will still come through with a 13-6 scoring differential.
You can't talk about the clear I just made when you just literally missed the cube. Phoenix, you are not the boss of me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, some disarray over at 18 and under. All right, so going to the highlights screen, take a look at what we got. It's a good effort all around from Reboot. Shaken Bacon leading the way with 5 points, 3 saves. Quite nice. Dipman and Neon, 4 points apiece. And both of them have at least 1 assist, Dipman with 2. And 1 save apiece for those 2 players as well. 5-spotted dog, he has 1 assist, 1 save. It was a very nice right head-on in the goal. Behind the goal, in fact. That was a beautiful highlight. And then the 2 stuns. Over on 18 and under side, we have Autistic Gamer, Phoenix, and Mighty Mouse, all with 2 points apiece. Pair of assists for Gamer, as well as a save, steal, and 10 stuns. So filling up the stat sheet for his team, most definitely. For Newton, has the 8 stuns there. And yeah, good opening round. For Reboot, they were able to pull ahead, but some late game scoring opportunities for 18 and under were looking really good. They missed a couple shots off of some turnovers. If they had gone through, it could have been a 1 goal, potentially even a tie game. So really, a little misleading on the score there because there was a miniature run by 18 and under late that did buy them some good opportunities. Let's just see if they can convert here in round 2. That'll be the deciding factor here. Reboot just, of course, wants to close it if they can as a bunch of punches go out. So Neon does take the disc, going down low and off to Mighty Mouse. And 17th charge saying muting comms, or mute comms. I don't know, usually we leave it open these days unless it's like explicit. And very explicit on the shot was Phoenix, and that was nice. Kind of for that reason. We like getting to hear player comms, you know, when it's celebratory or people saying nice and woos and ohs. We had a pretty hilarious clip from Skyla, from Instinct, I think it was. Or not, sorry, from Legends. That was looking really, well, it was a funny one. You have to check it out. It was one of the top highlights of the week, I think. But he had missed a shot, and it turned into a pretty funny situation, is all. So over there, Neon just missing it. And 5-spotted dog getting the disc right back. 17th pointing out that 5-spotted had more saves. Probably. Probably. I know that one he had in the backboard definitely stuck out to me, but 5-spotted is pretty much gets saves on a game-to-game basis every single week. So no surprises there for 5-spotted, consistent. Going for the passes, also pretty consistent for Reboot tonight, looking good. Neon does take that disc, loses it. However, some defense being played by Autistic Gamer and Newton here. Both of them trying to go and collect the disc. Autistic Gamer just throwing up a punch. Maybe has himself an open goal, so lining up the shot, but it will be stolen from Shaken Bacon Sandwich. Kind of sandwiching him off there near that tunnel. So very nice. 5-spotted dog going through with a send off the ramp, could go into the goal area at least, enabling Shaken Bacon to get that disc, but Phoenix, the stun, very, very nice. You gotta love the brawls from these teams. Reboot's definitely been one of those teams that has been happy to brawl with other ones, and defense has always been good for them. But even more so lately, their offense starting to come together. Their passing plays looking quite collected and just cohesive as a unit as we go into this mid-season. So Shaken Bacon with a disc, trying to look for that tunnel pass. Neon on the other side, couldn't quite get him. There's Gamer and Newton inside the tunnel as it gets sent out, but intercepted by 5-spotted. Few minutes expired off the second round, still plenty of time to go, however. All right, so on the other side of things, a goal being left a bit open from that corner slice, but tough angle will be missed here on the shot. Rebounded, self-rebound, in fact, from Shaken. But Shaken getting stunned, and that's going to hurt a little bit as it goes back to Gamer and 18 and under, forming into the tunnel here. But just an intercept by 5-spotted. So in the midline play, kind of a self-bounce pass going right back to Phoenix. But then losing the disc here off this the wall. We'll get it right back. There is a goalie in there for Reboot, 5-spotted as well as Neon, now switching positions. So nice rotation defensively for Reboot. But passing here, coming in, getting stunned though, and Dipman taking that one out. So tried for a whirly move, but got stunned out instead and losing the handles on the disc. Over on the other end, with time to collect it, it's Mighty Mouse. Has it stolen there, snuck up on a little bit by Dipman. So that will be relinquished to the other side, but for not too long as Newton comes on through in that passing lane and gets it right back. So some more brawls will continue to form up here in the tunnel, in the pocket rather, and back into the top of the wall at mid lane. Gamer comes through, slings it with just some speed up into the top of the wall, and to the other side now it will flow and go. Dipman takes it away, needs to get rid of it rather quickly, find a pass because Mighty Mouse is there, but unable to do so. So as a result, Mighty Mouse on the offense, trying to juke around, maybe looking for a pass. They have some good positioning out here for 18 and under. See if they can get on this score sheet. Just get some nice cross passes going through. We'll buy them some good opportunities. We see Reboot definitely looking for the passes. So for 18 and under, trying to do the same. But of course, it's always going to take some time, chemistry to develop and get that passing chemistry underway. Right now, Neon will go. Phoenix apparently just crashed, as you heard there. Another reason I leave comms open, just so I can kind of understand what's going on. But Autistic Gamer gets a 3-point shot, the 6-point lead here. But there you go. So I'll pull up the stats real quick because we can expect a reset in a moment. 6-0. There you go. And stats are gone. But hey. All right, so we're going to work to get back Phoenix there for 18 and under, crashing out over on the sidewall. It looked like you can kind of see it happen. But so he'll be back momentarily, brief tech break and what have you. Looks like the team's got the scores and times all set up, so goodbye me. See a Robo Creator hopping in the chat there with some bits as well, 10 of them in fact, as well as 17th charge. So thanks to both of you for that.
Blue team ready.
All right, so interestingly,
Team ready.
18 and under readying up for some reason.
Round
They didn't have their players back yet, so I'm not really sure what happened there.
11, 10,
So,
I didn't mean to.
8,
Sorry.
7, 6,
rip. All kinds of salt happening today, it seems like, but that's all right. Anyway, will be, yeah, Artistic Gamer was going there just to communicate the fact that they accidentally hit the button. That's all. So it's all good. We're still here in round 2 by the bye, waiting on Phoenix. Typically for these tech breaks in the mid round, you have about we have 5 minutes officially to get them back before another team can kind of press the issue. But ideally, we'll get them back soon. In the meantime, here I'll head off to the score screen if nothing else. Get a look. Oh, and just as I say that, Phoenix does get back. So I was going to just go here to show you the highlights a little bit. Match summary page. But with that said, it looks like we're going to be ready to start off. However, I am noticing here the disc is actually in the middle of the arena. So not exactly where it needs to be, but... Oh, take it back. There you go. Someone changed it last minute. The hero, whoever that was. Well done to you. All right, back to the match.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so the continuation of round 2 it shall be.
Orange sends it back the other way.
Still have 4.5 minutes left. The score, I mean, close enough to come back from, but unable to get any buckets thus far for 18 and under. They've had some nice positioning, but kind of breaking apart once they get into their bubble. Partially, no doubt, due to Reboot's defense. They definitely give a lot of teams trouble inside the bubble for Reboot, so got to give them their props as well. But 18 and under, just trying to break through it. At the moment, though, they're going to be the ones on defense here, as this disc does go right past the hands of the offenders, so slapping it back out. But 5 spotted there for another grab and another go at the goal, perhaps, as they roll out. And Shaken Bacon Sandwich does take it and passes it off. There's a good one over to that corner shoulder, and Neon gets the goal. It's not too shabby on that one. Oh, my clock freezing. Haven't seen that one happen before. That's interesting. Hopefully it Oh, I think so. Hold on. Okay, all right. So apparently, I think when someone set the rules, they accidentally turned continuous time off, it would seem. Because otherwise, I've never seen it get stuck like that off a normal reset. So someone had to have accidentally pressed the button. So in fact, you might be just getting a longer match as a result.
Dude.
So off to the other end, we'll be here. Off over here will be Gamer taking it away. I'm not sure what happened, but we'll be passing it off to Newton. Newton going for maybe a look at the goal, just directly into it as he floats down under. Nice shot. So that's 8-2 here for 18.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So on this rollout here, Reboot taking that, it's 5 spotted with a disc. Trying to get that clear, but just will float off into the top pocket, it looks like. Turnover, maybe slap. Trying to shoot that one in and maybe rebound. Oh, that one a little bit off as well from that bottom angle. And so instead, Neon will come through with it, hold the disc, and try to bait the defense just a little bit as they reset to 5 spotted.
Yes.
And now backing it out here is a Neon with a disc now. Looking for some momentum for Reboot. Trying to get it through here. But again, just having some trouble. 2:45 left on this clock. Shaken Bacon taking that one and rebound, or rather intercept, excuse me, from Gamer as he slings it into that top pocket. Looking for the rebound again. Phoenix takes that one, just kind of slaps it down and through, and it's right back to Reboot. Actually take it back to 18 and under. Can't convert on that one either. So again, some frantic play here in the bubble, and Reboot's bubble, as often is the case. That's going to roll over now, over to the 18 and under side of the floor. It will be taken back now, Mighty Mouse, and again back to the possession and potential offense here for 18 and under, but we'll see how that does play out. Now, on the bottom pocket, taken here by Newton now. Good steal for him. And as it floats into the bottom of the goal, it looks like a stack coming in quickly. Oh, Mighty Mouse almost had it, but a good stun. And I mentioned the stun's always a factor for Reboot. So knocking that loose, but then stunning them. There's the same. Autistic Gamer couldn't put it away, so that's going to roll out to a rebounded hand of Newton. Newton needs to find a pass, but unfortunately he has it stolen there, going for that deep clear. And now will be some boost coming out from down below. Actually, there's Neon overshooting it. However, so tough turnaround there as it does go back to 18 and under now. That'll be Newton with a disc. And trying to go for that disc is Phoenix collecting it off the bounce. So as it does float here over into the midline again, it will be Autistic Gamer coming away with it. The bounce going right back into the favor of Reboot. And once again, just scrambling at the moment. 1 minute left. And 18 and under. Trying to force this round 3 perhaps as that one goes to Newton. So Newton takes a disc. Autistic Gamer now with it, gets stunned out again. There's Reboot with some continuous stuns just over and over. Round 2 about to wind down as that pass, or that shot winds out, and just getting to the hands here of Shaken Bacon. So lining it up, and oh, very nice shot from Shaken Bacon. So 3-point game, but it is quite late now. The fortunate side is because of the fact that the teams had apparently set the rule here on the reset to stoppage on the clock. They will in fact have the full 38 seconds. And oh, that is going to be very unfortunate because maybe in overtime. Oh, but couldn't find the 3. Oh, that is very tough turnaround on that one. So that's the second time we've seen a missed grab on the launches, but then unable to convert for a Reboot. Luckily for them, they still get the disc back, but there is a goalie now, so that 3 is a lot less likely. Taken here now by Phoenix, but a beautiful intercept by 5 spotted. Going for a deep shot. Could it be? No. Oh, so close on the 3-point play. So rebound again, but backing it out. The goal sort of open, but not enough. So with that, it will be 8-5 win, it would seem, for 18 and under. And we're going to go to that round 3. Now, if I can, I'm going to try and input the scores rather quickly here, but I do need to try and ping these teams to get them to reset the rules at the moment.
Demonstrate.
So just pardon me for a second. Just trying to ping. And if you can hear that, that's the clickety-clack of the ever-wonderful mechanical keyboards. But, all right, so I did communicate, or try to at least, pinging the teams here on Discord. And there we go. We got the proper reset. So now we will, in fact, come through with our final round, it would seem. Newton's dad in the chat said it. I told them. Good. Awesome. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Much easier having a physical messenger than me trying to relay it digitally. So much appreciated on that one.
Orange team ready. Blue team ready. Round starting in 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
All right, so about to start the third round here. Apologies, I'm trying to communicate with many people at once at the moment because we do have another match that is scheduled as this third round does start off here. So forgive my momentary lapses in talking. But that one, gonna drop very, very close to the goal. 18 and under taking it away here. Autistic Gamer. Newton now gets stunned again. How often have we seen those stuns so close to the goal for Reboot? Doing a very, very good job as a hook shot. Wow, that was lovely from Autistic Gamer. Wow, tough angle, but got the hook. Very, very nice. So yes, we do have Instinct versus Legends scheduled to start. So I'm just going to ping their teams as well. Just make sure everyone there knows. Okay, we're back in it now. So Dipman coming through with a deep one. Just rebounds itself into the pocket where 5 Spotted will take it. Shaken Bacon and Dipman all along the stride too. So now splitting off here and looking for those angles. In round 1 especially for Reboot, their passing was looking really good. And just in general, their passing has been much, much improved. And, you know, over the course of the season with each passing week and kind of see that chemistry developing. And, you know, they do bring on, again, Shaken Bacon newer to the roster here. And he's always, you know, obviously bringing some good experience and skill to this team. Looking good, but even better is that save. Wow, Mighty Mouse. How about that? So good one there. And does get it right back, though, to the other side. 18 and under, there it is. And now to the midline. If you heard that ding, that was, I assume, my invite to the Instinct match that's coming up. So be aware of that, Instinct Legends. Now, Neon trying to find a pass over there to Shaken. Couldn't quite. That's steal nicely. 5 Spotted Dog trying to spot that goal, but just a stray back into Dipman's hands. But again, stray shot there. I think at the moment, Reboot just kind of being troubled here by this defense from 18 and under. If they can, kind of see, we want to see what they did in that first round, getting some cross passes, getting some close-up goals. Those longer shots from nearly outside the bubble with goalies in them, much tougher. Of course, you know, for 18 and under, trying to force a lot of this just by pressing up on them. And awkward interaction, doesn't matter. Got the traction. There's the 5 points. Was going to be an open goal either way, but a little bit of weirdness there. And I've seen that a couple times today. Granted, I'm not sure if that's my end or someone else's. Who knows? Mozzie asking about Genesis and Guinness. Unfortunately not. Apologies for that. Unless any casters, or cameramen rather, were able to get on in the last moment. But didn't look like it was the case. So whatever it shows right now on the website schedule-wise, that's what we're going with. I think we're getting Genesis casted a little later on versus Nova. And then Nova versus... Or was it Nova versus Genesis? I think that's the one. Sorry. But yes, we'll be casting as many as we can. Now 18 and under trying to get this. They're up by 5 points, 6.5 remaining still. Going for a deep shot into the goal. Wow, Mighty Mouse. How about that one? So he's definitely starting to show his strength again here. Mentioned being pretty impressed with him the other day in the match against Mirage, and Mighty Mouse starting to come through with some good shots here against Reboot. So very, very nice from him. Yes, Skull Crusaders and Nova, and then Nova and Genesis. Those two should be casted here on this channel. But we still have, obviously, Instinct and Legends just coming up right after this one. But still 6 minutes to go, 18 and under. Looking to really pull away if they can. Right now, Reboot on the offense. Trying to find their passing right there. Good look, but just a slightly astray on that one. Right past the hands as well on the rebound. So here we go. Back to the other side. Maybe another breakaway goal for 18 and under. They're going to go and get it. Wow, that was with some ferocity from Mighty Mouse. I feel like I'm going to this pun too much, but it really was a mighty dunk on that one. And that one, just the sound of it. Some force. So 10 points, looking really strong here for 18 and under. So 5 Spotted Dog rolling out for Reboots. Just missing that one, maybe getting it back, and he does. Has some options left and right, but has it stolen by Newton, and he's quite all right on the defensive end, isn't he? So back to the backboard off the shot. Shaken Bacon coming away with it, but 3 different players from 18 and under actually all positioned out over here, ready to receive the clear. So Reboot at the moment trying to defend against this one. There's 5 Spotted, maybe looking to try and get another one of those world famous 5 Spotted saves if he can. And that one will be slapped in there from above. Mighty Mouse assisted by Phoenix. So a dozen now on the board. And 4.5 remaining as we look to close out this game at 18 and under. They're definitely looking to close out. For Reboot, just getting kind of attacked and unable to break through some of this defense from 18 and under. And just the same, kind of stray on some of these passes as well. Some of these turnovers a little bit unforced from Reboot. But trying as they might to find their rhythm, but in a good rhythm overall in the last couple rounds now. It's just been 18 and under, really starting to look more collected compared to the first round where they were kind of the frantic team. But it seems like almost a reversal of personalities of sorts between these two teams, and yeah, that's how Echo Arena goes. Sometimes you get the rhythm switches all the time. Sometimes you're hot, sometimes you're cold, and it will change round to round, especially in these 3-round games. Looking for a very nice play, throwing in the jukes, the fakes, and Mighty Mouse. No mistake. He has 14 points now for his team. Well, 18 under has 14 points, rather. Mighty Mouse has 9 points alone in this round. But again, the resets, not even factoring in the first couple rounds. So Mighty Mouse up to what has to be maybe 20-some points at this point, I imagine. 20 to 30 points. So again, having a really strong series. And yeah, Robo Creator in the chat saying just as much. Mighty Mouse popping off, absolutely. So Neon will roll on in here. Couldn't quite get that. Nice stuns and a clear, but will be received by 5 Spotted. So 5 Spotted has some options. They're going for a reset, and now even a couple reset options as they spread out for Reboot's offense. See Shaken in the back, and you see the others all up here in the front. But again, a missed pass will be taken by Newton, trying to clear that through, unable to do so. And some more stuns going off in the tunnel. Another clear. There goes some light boost. Not a ton of regrabs in there, but maybe enough speed to get the rebound. Indeed, it will be. So Phoenix rolling in from the bottom of the goal, trying to bounce around and juke through all these defenders, getting a little fancy-footed as it goes to Autistic Gamer. Same thing there. Some spin moves starting to show off the flash, but on the attack couldn't quite get that. So all the moves, but without the finish, doesn't produce too much, does it? Phoenix now going for a pass. A lot of spinning. And now being punished for it. So Neon takes that disc away, looking for a clear play. And it will go into the midline, taken right back actually by Phoenix. A deep clear will go down to the first, or to the bottom here, but taken right back again by Shaken. Some back and forth play. We've got less than 2 minutes to spare. And again, for those just joining us, we will be transitioning directly to the next match, which is Legends and Instinct. So slightly behind schedule, but trying to make up for it real soon. We should be able to get there pretty quickly. Reboot here on the offense again. They're going to spread out the floor. All 4 of them are kind of in a line at the top, but unable to drop off a pass. A Spy-Spotted Dog having it stolen by Newton. And right back, it's Mighty Mouse getting a clear. So approaching the final minute now as another stat goes out and maybe an open goal if Reboot can't get back in time, looking to do so. But yeah, 18 and under. They are playing pretty loose and almost silly at this point. Kind of feeling good, like they have the lead in the bag, the game in the bag, and they do. I mean, with a 16 points here, it's going to be just a very dominant third round, and getting loose, as I said. But on the whole, 18 and under after what was a rough first round, they definitely did a good job coming back and just kind of keeping the mental game together to find the fundamental plays, and looking very nice. So 16 points here to maybe close off this series, round 3 in this series. A clear or failed pass will get back to Dipman as they roll out again, but no one there for that collection. So as this game does roll down, we have one more chance maybe at a goal. 12 seconds remaining. Autistic Gamer with the disc. Juking around up top, looking to get the pass over to Phoenix, but unable to do so. And then Neon takes that, clears it, and that will be the game. So, I'm just realizing I didn't even have the round count correct, but there you go. It will be 18 and under coming through. 16 points, just a very, very dominant in that second round or third round after what was a competitive first 2. So, again, these scores here not really complete because we had the resets between the rounds, but we'll go to the round end screen nonetheless and take a look at what we've got. And, yeah, so will be the 3-round series going in favor of 18 and under. Congrats to them. Big game, certainly, from Mighty Mouse with offensively, if nothing else, as Zeus continues to assault me with invites. I'm coming, don't worry. All right, so I'm going to transition real quick here to the next match, which will be Instinct facing off against the Legends. So we'll be right back, just brief intermission, and we'll come through with the next game. All right, hello. Did you miss me? We're back. VR Master League. Our next match here in North America. It's Legends versus Instinct. Two very talented teams here, strong ones going on for the second match of this night. Again, we have a handful of them. But Legends coming in with an MMR of 12-10 and a win-loss record of 9-5. So a really, really nice season for them so far, especially as a newly rostered team coming into Season 1. I mean, they've made a lot of strides really quickly. And also coming in with a new player, not new to the game, of course, but a new roster member, Caption, made his debut a few nights back. And successfully so. Now coming in here now, face off against Instinct. Instinct coming in with a 1230 MMR, a record of 8-7. So we all know what they're capable of as a team. Very strong. So this launch goes out and be taken here first. Well, by Instinct it would seem. Pardon me for just a second, actually. I need to switch one of my... Make sure my replays are going to be good for you all in a sec, so... Bear with this side camera for just a moment. Okay, we're good. So, we'll be taken here now by Zeus. Zeus getting it over to Kanemaru eventually. Kanemaru coming away with that one, looking for his teammates as the stack just flies right by him, a couple of them in fact. So everyone for Legends just opting to go back on the defensive line, and why not? Over here, Instinct, Kanemaru Chaos. Looking for Kavichi maybe on the cross, and we see that play ran a lot by Instinct, and it brings them so much success and great looks. I mean, that's definitely one of their bread and butter plays, where they have someone coming in right here from this top area, near shoulder, near the corner, and they have another coming in from the left side, and it's always a slap shot. It's nothing less. It's a very kind of mid-range passing play that turns into that slap goal right in front of the goalie's face. So we see that ran from their team, and again, it does bring them a lot of goals throughout the course of a match. Over here, though, being turned back over onto the Legends side, but Legends are there for the collection. So after the first score from Instinct, Legends are just trying to offer that rebuttal. But instead, Instinct does come away with it here on the other side again. Kavichi taking the disc, going to the mid line. A bit crowded there, and it will actually result in this slap out, as it will be taken back now by Legends, who just opt for a very, very deep back out, but into the hands of no one. Kind of odd there, but they will eventually get it back. Skyla going to Captain Canada now. Maybe someone just lost their hands. I could be confused. Either way, no harm done because Caption recollects now. A single shot takes that through, looks to send a pass. Oh, but cut off very nicely by that stack from Kanemaru and Zeus. It was Zeus who got the grab. So now on the side wall, bouncing it right back to the hands of Captain Canada. And then back to Skyla. Skyla, you're going to line that up, and absolutely good for that deep look. He doesn't take any time, waste any time whatsoever. That's just the immediate shot that produces the 3 points. So taking a 1-point lead for Legends off of that.
7, 6, 5, 4.
See Cruisin' in the chat there saying go Team Instinct, as well as Dano saying go Legends. So some divisiveness there, cheering on these two different teams, as this does get cleared on to the other side.
Possession moves to the blue team.
So taken back here, and looking for the offense, but just taken right back out by the defense. Caption gets it, gets a partial clear, will maybe get the rebound, in fact, off the side, and he does. Has Skyla in a stride, but on the other side, we have a single shot approaching, going for the pass. There's Captain Canada, one more, but great save from Spank, denying what was some excellent passing plays with some fantastic defense. Going deep now into the other side, now taken back by Skyla as they break out here, trying to find the pass. There it is, the stack. So very efficient passing from Legends that we're seeing so far. Looking for another one down low, but you can see they're really just hitting all the right spots. But fortunately for Instinct, Kanemaru is playing that lane and gets the intercept, which eventually turns into a clear. Oh yeah, see that divisiveness in the chat, cheering for different people. Well, 19-6 was the connoisseur vote in favor of Instincts, the fan vote on the website. So people favoring Instinct on this one, but Legends currently with a 1-point lead, and again, a very good record overall in this season. So would not be out of the realm of possibility to see Legends maybe cause an upset here. We do see those connoisseur upsets kind of regularly, actually, throughout the last week or two at least. We've seen a good handful of upsets. As a single shot does take this back with a handful of the disc. Kanemaru trying to not miss on that one too much to the right, but rebound from Zeus. Oh, but too much to the top. So now trying to top it off with a rebound, and on the third attempt, Zeus does get the goal, and it's going to be a 1-point lead now going Instinct's way.
11, 10, 9, 8.
See Robo Creator in there as well, cheering on Legends and a single specifically. So Captain Canada rolls out.
Headed back downfield.
Going to be a little past his reach, however, so Kavichi slaps it, but cleared into the bottom pocket.
Disc into the hands.
So Caption getting the disc for only a moment, but now unfortunate headbutt off his own teammate, getting knocked loose some more. Captain Canada now with the disc, looking to go back up by one potentially for their team here, off of a good series of passes. Again, the passes from Legends, very nice, but on that one, a little bit too far out on that pass attempt, so it enabled the dive from the Instinct defense. However, all 4 players for Instinct unable to track down the disc at first, still get the attempt here on the second. Going back for that cross pass, the goalie diving out from that angle, but not reaching the hands of anyone on the pass. So some disarray at play at the moment as it goes back up into the top near the wedge.
Intercepted.
So some more punches and leeches attempting to go through. We got a nice one there. Will result in just a missed shot, unfortunately. Captain Canada inside the goal, trying to protect it, but cannot deflect it as Kanemaru Chaos puts his team up by a few now. Still tight match, 4 minutes remaining in round 1.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Robo unhappy about this. Cheering on Legends, but they've got a lot of time to spare still. So 3:47, only down by 3 points. They don't really need to panic at all at this point. Just want to see, again, more of that fundamental passing play, which they've been extremely on point with on the whole. But of course, Instinct is a very tough defense to break through. Right now, Instinct trying to break through that non-defense on the goal, but couldn't convert on the opportunity, so definitely going to be kind of sweat off the brow for Legends that they didn't get scored on again from a 3. But they will be scored on for the 2, and it's Zeus. Gets the deuce. Puts his team up by 5 now. 3 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. So Legends starting to fall behind by a little bit now. Need to score here if they want to maintain some good rhythm going into the final couple minutes of the first round. Being delivered here to Skyla. 3 different defenders in the goal, so he's just going to maneuver, wait for his teammates to kind of join him near the bubble. So very wise move from Legends just to be patient with it and not make a bad drive. So that will result in a great goal. Very nice play there just in the last, basically those 15 or 20 seconds, if anyone's watching this and wants to rewind it. That is very perfect and patient disc control. You saw how they had some great accurate passes, but they also didn't rush it, on the outnumbered situation. They backed it out when appropriate, and they found some more dives into the goal to get their best possible shot. So excellent control there on the pace and on the passing from Instinct, or from Legends, rather. Now, Legends do make a turnover, but give it right back to Kavici playing deep there, not wanting to give away any 3s. And that's going to be smart for Instinct, especially as this clock starts to wind down. Instinct just wants to protect that goal. Worst case scenario, Legends score again, but it's going to be only for 2 and not have a chance at maybe an overtime situation. So again, just these smart plays here from these players. Now that said, the goal is actually open, only for a brief second, so couldn't quite get the 3, unfortunately, but the window was there. Single shot now, going to get the pass over to Captain to Skyla. Oh, the save, but Captain Canada finally gets it, and wow, that was almost an incredible defensive play. Well, in fact, it was, but you know what? Just better on the offense. The awareness from Captain Canada to rebound it and dunk it home. So 1 minute 20 seconds, still a 1-point lead from Instinct, and that's what I was talking about. Worst case scenario, Legends score one more time, but at the very least, they're not going to get that tie. So with time continuing to roll down here in the first round, if Instinct can put this goal in, that may just be enough to get them the victory. We'll see, though. Zeus is going to roll in, take it himself, but loses the disc. Oh, and that is going to be very tough. And he stares in disbelief, understandably so, is now getting stunned. So that is a very tough turnaround as Skyla backs it out to Captain Canada. Oh, but taking it back is Zeus. So, very fortunate, because he would have been dying later on had Legends been able to come back and score on the other end. So that is just extremely timely and a great grab by Zeus. Off of the, I suppose that maybe a riskier back pass there for Legends, perhaps. I mean, either or. There's still time left on the clock, 26 seconds. See if they can play some good defense here and cause a turnover. Or rather, if they can get the shot and, oh no. Oh no! Now, I was praising Instinct on the last attempts over there for kind of playing it the right way, but that is the last thing they wanted here at the end of the game. The 3 not covering the goal and enabling this this comeback, and an overtime at that. Most unexpected. I mean, there was time, but I'm shocked that goal was left open like that. I mean, again on this one, so on that offensive rollout, I think I miscalled it a defense at the time, but yeah, I mean, incredible efficiency on that launch, but just leaving the goal exposed. So that is very tough. But let's see if Instinct can still come back here. Obviously, they're a team that is more than capable of winning, as they've proven throughout this season here. But definitely got to figure maybe, just the emotional factor coming in there. There's a nice dive from Captain Canada. Got to see if they can keep their heads straight here and come through in the clutch in OT. That's going to be the test. Right there, just kind of passing it right to Skyla right back. So 1 minute 30 seconds left. And now single shot here for Legends, an opportune moment to maybe complete this upset in round 1 at least. Not expecting this comeback, not expecting, at least for the fans, Legends to win this one. The connoisseur vote outnumbering, but you know what? Legends giving them one heck of a fight. Now that one's going to go deep into the other side. There's some punches coming out all over the floor there in the mid line. Taken back now by Kanemaru. Chaos. Oh, what a beautiful stun, though. Single shot. Keeps his team alive. Rebound to Spank. Spank cannot convert these shots. Another rebound now. Going to Kanemaru. Off the wall. An incredible just amount of chaos and disarray. Shout out to Dano. Chaos, but just a lot of chaos. And wow, what happened? That was just a lot of very, very near misses. And Instinct gets it back only for a second. There's a send out on the clear for Instinct. On the other side of the floor, punching him out now. Single shot, get rid of it. He doesn't. So 3 lines it up and completes. And after a lot of very tense action and near misses, an absolute beauty of a shot from a Spank there from that corner. So 13-10. It will end in OT round 1. But wow, there was a lot of scrambledness, and you can almost feel the just the amount of tenseness in the air there for both those teams, just trying desperately to find that last goal. So wild ending to that one. Instinct definitely just needs to be counting their blessings, I suppose, because yeah, they looked in great position to win that match in the last 20-30 seconds or so. But just that open 3 kind of, a lapse there in the defense enabled Legends for the just beautiful 3. Enabled that overtime, and then almost had a chance to win at overtime. So, Instinct in the clutch, finally, off of what was a lot of 50-50 plays. So I think, for Instinct, just need to calm down and go into the second round feeling good now, and feeling like, okay, this is a reset, we can breathe a moment. For Legends, kind of the same story with them. They should feel good about what they just did, because there's no doubting the skill of Instinct at all. And Legends, I think maybe a little bit underrated at times by teams still, but they are legit. I mean, the record speaks for itself. So Legends, they brought it close. They stayed in the game despite being down and almost looking like they were out towards the last couple minutes of that round. They still came together and managed to come back. So still a feel-good thing for them, and let's see if they can just build on this momentum and maybe have a good second round here, as that deep one just goes off the backboard, or off the barrier rather, and eventually back into the hands here of Caption. So Caption, the newer member of this roster, he was on There Is No Team until recently, and obviously pre-season as well. He had Caption on Rampage. One of my favorite what could have beens, I suppose. As that one goes really close to the goal. Rebounded there by Spank in timely manner. Right as the defense got back into the goal. So that was almost just about a full court clear shot that would have went in. So only a 2-pointer, and I think Legends can live with that. I could live with that. Cruising over there in the chat in relation to the OT, I assume, saying that was way harder than it needed to be. Yeah, true story on that one, but you know how it gets sometimes with the flow of Echo Arena, right? Where, like I said, you could almost, even in my seat, you could feel just the amount of tenseness there, and no doubt for both those teams, the adrenaline and the blood was absolutely pumping. Going in there with a disc getting knocked loose into the hands of Caption now, trying for his own rebound, doesn't get it. So Legends now with a couple opportunities that they couldn't convert upon. A very, very quick stack from Instinct does get it back there. Spank with a clear and a boost along with Kanemaru by his side. Spank gets that one, just narrowly weaves that pass, self-rebound off the backboard and back into the pocket. Or the wedge taken by Caption. So Caption has a little bit of time, but gets rid of it quickly. But very good grab from Skyla, and kind of same case there. So we're seeing some scrambled play, getting rid of the disc mighty fast. That time they definitely needed to, however. So there goes the clear. Legends now, all 4 players stacking up with each other. Maybe a breakaway goal, and the 3 will be good from Skyla. So after some ping-ponging, Legends finding themselves up by 1, which I do believe is how we started off the first round, if I'm not mistaken.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So good shot there from Skyla. Great offensive player.
Cleared the launchers.
Kavichi. The pass over here will not quite reach his teammate. Zeus is going to be off on that one, but over in the corner pocket you have a pair of players from both teams converging on each other. Spank does come away with that disc and gets it to Zeus, but Captain Canada just playing very aggressively and very nice defense from him. That's one of those dangerous ones where it could have been an open 3 had he missed that punch or a steal, but doing good work, and it bought them the opportunity at least at the clear, and actually maybe still a goal as Caption is now trying to contest. And yeah, so there you go. An intercept now from Single Shot backs it out, but another grab right back to Zeus. So Zeus letting that one and sending it deep into the bubble off the corner wall. Captain Canada coming away with it, trying to swing through that post, but from the post, it's Spank, and what a stunner of a shot there as he faded into the corner. Great shot. And see that, look at this redirect there, kind of swinging, but then swinging right into the face of Spank where he took the disc. That was great on that shot. So rolling out here now will be the Legends. They're down by 2. And just narrowly avoiding the Geo on that pass as we do actually get a crash, unfortunately, for Instinct. So off of that, it will be a 3v4, but Instinct does get the disc back. So maybe they'll still be able to score off of this on this breakaway goal. Shooting it, missing it, rebounding it, and saving it. Skyla! Great grab. Great save. Single shot in a great place to get the disc, but now missing that first pass, maybe bouncing back to Caption. Still a number situation, and going up for the tie here is Caption. Coming in from the corner as a lot of defenders diving out at him. So tied up, and we might be seeing a reset, I imagine. Maybe, possibly. Or not. Either or, I'm going to give you a look at the stats just in case. Oddly enough, no reset. Very confused by that, so maybe it was a purposeful dropout. Who knows? Because we know these teams are both well aware of the situation. So there we go. Okay, we got Kavichi back. So interesting not deciding to do that, but, you know, maybe, oh, I take it back. They'll pay for it. Single shot gets it for 3. So I have to say, maybe Instinct won't pay for the lack of a restart, but unfortunately they did. So will be a lead going into the favor of Legends. About halfway through this round now. A little bit less than 5 minutes. So Kavichi, uncontested at first, is kind of allowed to go into the midline, but Skyla's there for the cutoff. Slapping it back down now to Zeus. Zeus just as well is not being contested here. Has a little bit of time, though, to look for the pass, but doesn't quite reach the intended target. So Caption will get the one and get the clear. So there's the boost already at the ready. And stacking in for maybe a goal, but sent out by Kavichi. Defending that one. Another cross pass for Legends. Let's see what they opt for. They have a lot of great spacing. I mean, perfect, in fact. And Skyla getting that one. So great shots and going up by 5 now. And once more, for the less experienced players or teams and what have you, replay that last 20 seconds of play or so. After the missed shot had happened, and take a good note of the positioning from Legends. You had one on the backboard, you had one at Nest, one on the bottom of the barrier, and one near the post or the shoulder. Basically, they were spaced out. All of their players were spaced in the absolute best possible places they needed to be in order to get a high percentage goal. Speaking of high percentage goals, I spoke too soon. Spank missing that one, but you know what? A rebound will be had by Kavichi. Kavichi going with one more pass, and then there's a shot from Spank. But yeah, I do make a rather frequent point of it just for the sake of any potential new viewers and less experienced players, just because we do have so many new players being rostered into the league as of late. But yeah, you know, if you manage to get those passes into the barrier or the backboard area especially, it's the highest percentage shot possible because you have the widest amount of angles to take the shot from when you dive in. You know, sometimes people get too caught up in approaching from directly below, directly above, or from the side corners. And because the angle is much more narrow, it makes it easier for the goalie to save, and it makes it harder for you to shoot on top of it. It's like a double whammy of just negatives on the offense. So you'll notice a lot of the top teams, the experienced teams, as much as possible, they will try to take shots from directly in front off of passes or directly behind on the backboard. Now that one was almost directly in, almost on the shot. Wow. Someone even kind of preemptively in the open comms saying nice. But yeah, I thought it was in. He thought it was in. It wasn't, however. So Katamara will get it back. It's a 3-point match, 2 minutes left. Might be seeing ourselves around 3. And at the moment, though, for Legends, I would almost exercise the same thing I said in round 1 for Instinct. Because look, Legends are up by 3. Actually, maybe about to put it up by more. But oh no, the miss from Caption. Still taken back here now by Katamara Chaos. So that could have been a really big momentum builder to kind of give them that 2-goal buffer, but not able to convert. So unfortunate, but they will get the disc back. And at this point, maybe wants to just back it out, drag the defense out, play the slow game, play the clock, try to look for those passes. Just recognizing that, you know, time is on their side, and if they do happen to turn it over here, making sure to cover off that goal mighty quickly. Because it's like I said, oh, right there, Captain Canada. All right, there's the buffer that they were looking for, and finally got after an extra 30 seconds or so. So that's exactly what they needed. A little later than they wanted, but they got it just the same, and that's what counts. So at least a 2-goal game, and the story remains the same. For Legends, don't concede any threes.
The round has begun.
You know, force them to take shots inside and force them to play against your defense. You know, trust your defense. Skyla here backs it out to Caption. Caption go over to single shot, rolling in for a goal again, but just off that pole. 48 seconds left. 4-point lead still, or 5 rather. And going in for one more, but being smothered by the defense. A good delivery to the low momentum player there, and single shot to Captain Canada just to cap it off here. 14-7, so it will be a victory in round 2 now. Going in favor of a Legends. No time to score 3 goals. So round 3 it shall be. Gotta love it. Now Instinct coming in with one more rollout. See if they can at least get one more score if possible. Spank just trying to stave off this defense, but really pressuring hard. That shot, trying to line it up, but a good grab there. Slinging it out now is Captain Canada to the tunnel. One more shot, but there is a goalie in the way, so just gonna run out the clock here, and there we go. We're seeing ourselves for the second consecutive time, round 3. Saw that last match as well between Reboot and 18 and under. That went to round 3 as well, just before this. So always love it. We're seeing more and more round 3s these last couple weeks, it would seem. And yeah, so taking a look at the stats here as we go over to the round end screen and take a look at the highlights. But leading the way for Legends is Skyla, 10 points, matching a Spank over on Instinct. But yeah, 10 points for Skyla, 4 saves, 2 steals, 35 stuns, a great stat line. Really great stat lines for a lot of these Legends players, and I mean, Instinct too, honestly. Just you can see all these individual players, they're filling up every category of the stats just about. They're really leaving nothing empty almost. I mean, Caption with 5 points, and a single shot with 3 points, 4 assists. Captain Canada with 6 points, 2 assists and 2 saves. Over on Instinct's side, again, he had Spank with the 10 points and 2 steals, 39 stuns. Kabichi with an assist and a save. Zeus with 6 points and 4 saves. Katamara with 2 points, 2 assists and a save. So really packing up the stat line efficiently for both these teams. But all right, so round 3 will be underway. Winner takes all here in this final round. 10 minutes on the clock, and I'm hoping for an exciting one. Thus far it has been. Katamara Chaos ducking through, spinning around, gets the 2. Beautiful move, only 9 seconds into that joust, and wasting no time at all for the first 2 points.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Cruising saying they just need to chill as an Instinct, and yeah, well, definitely looking chill and steezy. Steezy and breezy was on that last rollout there. So see if we can see more of that. I mean, right now, another attempt here on the offense, maybe if they can get this disc off the wall, over into the side panel. Some overshoots, eventually reaches the hands there of Zeus, so Zoops. Wow. Zeus. As, not sure who said that, but someone on Instinct saying they love passing to Zeus. And over here will be Spank coming in for a low momentum, in fact, no momentum pass to Kanemaru. We see more and more teams doing that lately, where you go for those goals. I know Orbit's a frequent runner of that play where they send a pass to a braked player within a few feet of the goal. Kanemaru now going for that clear. In the back line, you can see the contesting coming on in with a lot of those brawls, so just buys a lot of time on the other side for this disc to be collected. Caption with that disc, trying to find a pass at the side panel, and Captain Canada rolls away with it. A good cross pass with just enough speed and precision to reach his target. There's Caption on the floor, and again, Legends really strong on the passing. I just can't accentuate it enough. I mean, it's bought them so many great-looking goals and high percentage shots with that beautiful passing. Really gotta love it. A lot of highlight-worthy moments for Legends, just in terms of that team play, for sure. So Della Ranger in the chat as well coming in, saying Kanemaru maybe with some momentum off that spinny shot earlier. But as a matter of fact, it looks like Legends maybe are the ones with the momentum, because there is another string line of passes. Skyla finds a goal now. So here we go. It's 2 in a row off of perfect passes for Legends. Not missing a beat, just zippering it down from mid to ramp to bubble to the goal. Like I said, pure efficiency, pure precision. Very, very nice execution. Now Instinct, they're a team who, as I mentioned before, their execution on those passing plays, I mean, they have some very, very nice moments as well. So seeing if we can get more of that here. There's Spank going for just a backboard shot. Actually, it's Zeus. Thought they might be looking for the cross, but Zeus feeling confident on the backboard shot. And a lot of the time, too, maybe the goalie was kind of being prepared for the cross pass instead of the shot. So varying it up in ways. Either or, it did get the goal, and it's a tied-up game. 4-4, round 3, and still 6:46 to go. So on this rollout, just a one-on-one will be had by Caption. Kavichi there diving out on the goal, but unable to put a stop to the shot. So back up by 2 for Legends. Really looking to upset that connoisseur here, if they can. But Instinct just wanting to close it off, come back with this rebuttal play, but having some trouble with the stuns there. Caption, but now Caption gets stunned by Kanemaru, so just giving it right back to Caption with the punches, and will enable now a maybe a number situation if they play on it, but Instinct just opts to back it out. Interesting there. At first was a 3-on-1 look like, then a 3-on-2, but they did back it out, so maybe just going for a set play, which is not ever a bad idea. And you know what? It bought them a goal, didn't it? So a great idea, in fact. So definitely not the wrong decision, perhaps. I know a lot of the time it's just when you do have those breakaway plays where you have numbers, or even if it's just a 2-on-2, 3-on-3 at goal, it's a lot better than if you have all 8 players in the bubble. You know, it can open up the lanes. But that said, as I mentioned earlier, Instinct has a lot of set plays and setting himself up for a 3 there. Oh, that hurts really badly for Legends, because after some back-to-back goals and one off the joust unexpectedly, now they're down by 3. When it seemed like just a minute or 2 ago, they were up by a couple goals. So hey, 5 minutes left, and Caption looking to get rid of it, or Captain rather, getting rid of it quickly that time. Going for a pass down low, so we see them go to this angle quite a bit here. Maybe the opportune goal, and it will be had by a single shot. Looked like for a moment there he was kind of eyeing maybe the cross pass if he had the angle or not, but then recognizing they had a defender boosting towards him, and therefore a single shot just took it himself. So once again, very impressed by just the awareness from Legends. They're always kind of looking for, you know, the extra pass, or if they can make the extra pass, and if not, well, they just take the goal. So here off this rollout, Instinct trying to play it slow just the same, keeping it on their side of the floor while they just try to disperse this defense from Legends. That's a good delivery up here, and there's basically a one-on-one at the goal from Zeus. Nice. Once he juked out that first defender, just opened himself up right on the second, and that's a great shot. And it's a 3-point match. Still here.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So 11-8. Less than 4 minutes now. Incredibly competitive game right here. I mean, round 1 was 13-10 in overtime. You had round 2, 14-7. Now round 3, only a 3-point match. A lot of back and forth. No one really pulling ahead by more than 1 or 2 goals. So really, anyone's match. We'll see what happens. There's going to be a breakaway shot, maybe on an open goal, but actually no, there's a speed already coming back for Legends. Unable to get the disc at first, but a quick slap from Skyla gets it over to Captain Canada. So some more contesting, maybe a little bit of a pile up as they just try and take some bleaches off each other. Goes into the top pocket over here in the left corner. Now in the bottom, Caption trying to get that one back out to his teammate for the reset. Captain Canada does get that one, but again, just a lot of disarray again. So we're seeing one of those changes in those ebbs and those flows as it does happen. The rhythm starting to get a little bit scrambled. We saw that towards the end in overtime of round 1, and it's starting to happen again here at the end of round 3 after a lot of intense play. These teams, no doubt, just giving it their all and again have that blood pumping. Now Zeus, oh, he's been stumped by those hands a couple times in this match at least. But Spank, he's gonna get the goal. So Zeus issues aside, at least instinct for them. They're still happy to get the goal, and a good recognition on the pass from Kanemaru to Spank, and nice and easy for the 2. So once more, right back in anyone's hands. I mean, Instinct's trying to look to pull away, but I mean, Legends, they've been in it this entire series. So if they can get off another late game comeback like we saw in round 1, and there's a shot to at least help the fact and help the efforts, it's Caption. Had to weave that through quickly because of the defender just boosting right on him. So very good look and hit for Caption. 3-point match, ladies and gents. So Kavichi with the pass off to Kanemaru. Let's see how Instinct plays the clock. Right here with under 2 minutes left and approaching a minute 30 at that. Just trying to find those safe passes if they could. That one was a slow one, but still a little bit out of the stride. Luckily, Zeus gets it back and backs it out. For Instinct here, let's see if they try and play the clock at all with 90 seconds left. Minute and 20, in fact, going in for a goal, and that's going to be another good buffer for them. But as we all know very well, and we saw in that first round, 5-point lead in the last couple minutes, not safe for Instinct, especially going up against Legends. They are still within reach. They're going to be rushed here, but it's doable. And we've seen them already do it once before. So we'll see what happens. Maybe hoping for another overtime. Give us that exciting finish to the series that we always love to see. So over here, Caption, oh, the duck through and the gentle 2. Very, very good move. And Caption, over the last few minutes, starting to put up some more points. 11 now, so just 1 less than Skyla, who's the lead scorer for Legends. And 30 seconds left. Not a lot of time, suffice to say, but doable, absolutely. We'll see what happens here as Kavichi rolls out. Oh, we're just missing! Oh my goodness, that could have been bad. Looks like Kanemaru will still be there, but wow, almost unforced, and that could have been the opportunity missed there for Legends. That would have been, I mean, an open 3, most likely for Legends, so very, very tough off of that almost turnover from Instinct, but Instinct looking to close it out, and they absolutely will. Putting it on the shelf now, 17-12. A fantastic competitive series between these two teams. But it will be Instinct proclaiming the victory. Very well done to close it off there late. Not allowing Legends that time to come back. And they had their chance. They did have their chance, of course, but we see the results here, and it will be favoring Instinct, closing it out in the end in the overtime, the first round, and then once again here. So very well done. And we'll go to the highlights screen as we close off this match and this stream. Will be actually maybe not the stream because we do have more games, but yes, Skyla leading the way for Legends with 11 points, or 12 I think, and Caption with 11. Single shot with a 5, Captain Canada with 8. 7 assists from single shot. Very impressive on the team play end. I mean, Legends all around had some great teamwork for sure. Over on Instinct side, it was Zeus with 12 and 4 saves as well, 2 steals, bunch of stuns, and goodbye as they file out now. But Kavichi, 4 assists and 1 save, 13 stuns, so a lot of good team play for Kavichi, finding the open teammates quite frequently. Robo Creator in the chat saying, I'm the #1 single shot fan. No, I am. We all are. But congrats to Instinct on a well-done victory, and Legends for competing and sending it right to the very end. Nail Biters in round 1. Nail Biter in round 3. As I said earlier on, Legends, underrated by a lot of players, I feel like. But would not be a surprise to see them just continuing to build on and go towards a much a strong finish to the season and to keep building themselves up. I say it all the time, but if you're just looking months ahead onto where the teams would be and where the standings are, I mean, you can see teams like Legends and like Instinct for that matter. You can see all these teams really pushing really high up there into Gold and maybe Master one day. I know Instinct has been kind of on the cusp a few times, going up against those top teams a few times and coming up just barely short on a couple occasions. So yeah, same applies for Instinct. It's one of those things where given a little more time and just a little more opportunity to gel as a team, I think they'll be finding themselves really up there in the high Gold and Master one day as well. So I'm going to check the schedule. That game did start a bit late, so actually it looks like instead of ending the stream, let me see, what's next here? Actually, yeah, I take that back. So we have Skull Crusaders and Nova, but that's not for half an hour or so that's right. In that case, I will show you the schedule, and we'll take a little break right after this. But we have a Skull Crusaders and a Nova facing off in 38 minutes from now, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Wireless Jacks and 6 Foot Over will be playing at the top of the hour, the next hour that is. Against, Wireless Jacks and 6 Foot Over. And then Genesis will be facing off against Nova at the same time, and that will be the end of our streams afterwards. So 3 more matches to go still. Gonna cast at least the 2 that we can, which is to say Skull Crusaders and Nova, and Genesis versus Nova is the current plans, barring any other cameramen being available tonight. Just because we weren't able to cast Genesis and Guinness earlier, being the reason. So trying to give kind of equal opportunity and make sure Genesis at least gets the one match for their week casted. So hence why we'll be going over to their match versus Nova later on. But yes, so that's what it looks like going forward for the next hour and a half or so. But until then, we're going to take ourselves a little bit of a break. So thank you for joining me. I've been Palidore. This has been VR Master League, Week 8, Wednesday. And yeah, I'll see you again pretty soon.